Alright, welcome to the second video on Inkscape and animation. Today we are going to be learning how to create animations, or in this case, simple GIFs using Inkscape. The first thing I need to do is to open my character, the character that I created. And I have here a character inspired on a famous art toy. So I'm going to be using this character. Now, the important thing about this character is that I have grouped different parts of the character. If I click on the character, I can move it around. But if I click here, I can select only the face, only the hands, and only the left and right foot. So, or in this case, legs. So when I click here on the head, if I click one more time here, I can move the head around. But if I click 2 times, boom, I can actually rotate it. Now, as you can see, the head is rotating around this pivot, this point that is here. If I move this pivot, so again, you click 2 times, and then, whoops, you click 2 times, and then you move the pivot to the neck. So now when I'm rotating this part, it's moving like that. So now the eyes are moving, so I have to check that everything is grouped. So I'm going to pick all of that, and I'm going to click Command G, okay? And that way I'm grouping everything. I'll move the pivot back down, and now I can shake the head. So now I can move the head. What we're doing today is basically building a puppet. I need to put the head a little bit higher. And again, when I double click, I can move it like that, okay? Next step is the arms. So I'm gonna move the pivot again, and now like this, the character moves the arm like that. I repeat that with the right arm, and again, the character moves like that. For the body, we are not really moving the body. We could, we can see when we start the animation, but we're gonna leave it like that. And then for the legs, we're going to move the joints like that, so the character is moving like that. And the same with the right leg. So right now I have my puppet ready to be animated, and I'm going to do the following thing. I'm gonna go here to File, Export, and now you get this menu on your right. What I want is to have different characters, or in this case different frames, with the characters in different positions. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to save that file as a PNG file. I'm going to click here, and instead of calling it drawing, I'm going to call it 1 export. That's going to be my first frame. Now I'm going to go ahead and start moving my character a little bit. I'm going to move the hands, and then I'm going to call this file 2 export. Okay, then I'm going to move it a little bit more. Maybe also the leg is moving. We're going to do like a dance here. So the character's also moving the head. Here I have to change the pivot again. All right, it's moving the head. I'm going to save that as a 3rd frame. And I just continue working on that until I have all the frames that I need. So we can also do this. This hand's coming here. Okay, frame 4. Part of this exploration is for you to learn more or less how you can do a GIF frame by frame. Don't worry if the character's movement look real. We will talk about the animation physics later. Right now it's just for you to play around with frame by frame animation and see the potential of things you can do using this technique, okay? So again, we're gonna leave it there. Oh yeah, if you don't change the number here, 7, if you didn't change the number of your file, window will pop up, and it will tell you, hey, you have to rename it 8, for example. Okay, so you have to be aware of that. Again, I did it again, so I'm just gonna rename that 9. So I'll call it 9, and then I think probably somewhere here we will stop. Okay, so now we have 10 frames, and these frames are saved in, we have to see where they are saved to. So we're gonna close our Inkscape, and now we have to go to our browser. So the characters are saved into downloads. So here I have my image 1. Okay, as you see, it doesn't have any background, so that looks good. And I'm gonna go to this website, gifmaker.me, and I'm going to upload those images. Okay, so I'm gonna go to downloads, and I'm going to click Shift and select all of my 10 images. Here you can see already that if I put all the images together, I see movement. I see some kind of progression, some kind of movement. So right now, here I have all of my images, and on this side, I have my control panel. In my control panel, I can change the size of the canvas. I can make it a little bit bigger or smaller. And also, and this is for me the most important part, the animation speed. So if I go here, I can start looking how the character looks. So if I don't give the character any milliseconds between frames, it's going to look quite crazy. If I give it too much time, it's gonna look too slow. So probably we're gonna find ourselves between maybe 250 milliseconds, maybe let's try 100. So try to adjust that to a result that you like, to animation that kind of looks natural. And I know it's hard with only 10 frames. Remember that to create an animation, you need 24 frames per second. So we're gonna leave it here by 180 milliseconds. And then we're gonna say create GIF animation. And then click on download the GIF, allow, and now here in my downloads, I have my GIF. So if I open the GIF, I can actually see all the frames together. And if I open it, let's say I want to create a presentation. Imagine we're here creating a presentation. I want to create a presentation, and I'm going to upload my GIF. So I'm just going to go here and create a presentation. Any blank presentation works. So I'm going to click here, insert, image, upload from computer, and I'm going to upload my GIF. So here we have our GIF. As you can see, the GIF is moving, and our GIF will automatically start moving. So now we just created a cool animation. Let's say you want to take this GIF to social media, WhatsApp or any other social media. We can go to the following website. It's called GIFI. And on GIFI, I can actually upload my animation so it's accessible on different social media. I will show you how to do that in our next video. If you have any questions, please write it on the comments.